let's say there are two men on a fat loss journey. They're both getting shredded. They're about to be 10% body fat, looking absolutely disgusting. Everyone's gonna be turning their heads, their eyes will be bulging. They are well on their way, they're making progress. And yet, they get a craving one day. I feel like having some Krispy Kreme donuts. I want to indulge. I know it's goy slop, but I feel like having a treat. One of these men decides, I'm going to earn it. I'm going to get on the Stairmaster, put on a heavy backpack, and just blast myself for an hour. I'm going to hell and back. I'm going to face my inner lunatic, and I'm going to come out the other side. I'm going to feel incredible. I'm going to go home, do some deep work, get back to my clients, get on some calls, and afterwards, I'm going to feast. I'm going to have those donuts after a day of hard work. How do you think he's going to feel? The other guy, he gets those cravings and he immediately drives to the supermarket. He goes and grabs some donuts. He doesn't even wait until he gets home. He sits in his car and he shoves them all down his mouth while he plays a YouTube video in the background. He barely even registers the taste. And before he knows it, they're all gone and he's craving more. He's still hungry. So he goes back into the supermarket and he decides, fuck it, I'll buy some more. I'll cheat on my diet even harder. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some extra cardio to make up for it. This guy goes and gets some more cookies, some more cakes, and doesn't enjoy it at all because he's guilty, he's ashamed, and he's dreading what he's going to have to do to make up for it. And then he goes to the gym. He gets on the Stairmaster. And he hates every single step. He's already drained. He's already slow and sluggish and bloated. He's crashing from all that sugar he's had, but he's got to get through it. He finishes his cardio and he realizes, fuck, I can't even reward myself because I've already eaten my daily calorie budget. And he goes back home. He tries to sit down and do some work, but nothing's really flowing. He can't get into the zone because every single task he does, he's just battling himself the entire time with his doubt, his fear, his anxiety. He ends the day feeling like a bit of a failure. Both of these men are still on track to hit their fat loss goals. They're in the same calorie balance, but one of them, he placed his reward after the effort and he enjoyed both that much more. While he was working, while he was on the Stairmaster, while he was doing his client calls, he was in the pleasure of the pursuit. He was hungry, he was on fire, and he was loving the work. And he actually savored every single bite of his reward after the work was complete because he truly felt like he earned it. Like he went on the hunt, like he killed his prey, and now it's time to feast. The other guy, he ends the day, he just feels empty and hollow, because even though he's still on track with his fat loss, he didn't feel like he earned anything. He sabotaged himself, because even though, yes, he's still going to end up getting shredded, he hasn't been enjoying the journey at all. And it's taken that much effort. All the hard work actually feels like hard work instead of pleasure, and the reward wasn't even enjoyed that much. Which of those two men would you rather be? Would you rather be the man who dangles the carrot and ends up enjoying every single bite? Or would you rather be the man who guiltily has to punish himself and overcompensate after he fucks up and self-sabotages? Who do you think has the better mental health? Who do you think is more in love with the process? Something for you to think about there. It's what I like to call dopamine hacking, where you always anticipate the tasty reward on the other side of the effort that takes a lot out of you. There is a famous concept that you might have heard of called eating the frog. It's when at the start of the day, you do the hardest task first, whatever that is for you, whatever's going to move you forward the most in your life right now. You eat the frog, and then that way, your real food tastes that much sweeter. I've been doing that every single day for the past couple weeks, where I do my morning process. I wake up at 4 a.m., get straight into the cold shower, weigh myself, sit and meditate for 15 minutes, and then I stare at the wall for half an hour. Those two aren't quite the same, because meditation, I'm actively focusing on just centering myself, always returning back to my breath when I notice my mind wandering. But staring at the wall, I let my mind wander and I don't try to control it. It's when I allow myself to overthink. I allow myself to just to reset, to stare at the wall, get all my dopamine back to a completely lower baseline. And then after that, I get onto my computer and I write. I type and I type and I type, and I just get into the flow state. I make a post, or I write part of a newsletter, something like that. Writing is one of the highest ROI skills you can learn, because it doesn't just apply to everything you do in your work, like your marketing and stuff, but it applies to helping you think clearer and practicing structuring your thoughts into sequence. Makes you more coherent and articulate. It helps you, it changes the dimension of your thought patterns. And after I do my writing, I have my pre-workout food. I have watermelon, banana, pomegranate, kiwi. That's what I have been having for my pre-workout, and my goodness. I used to just get up, eat before the gym, and then go to the gym, and after that it was so much harder to sit down and do the work, to write, to record a video, whatever work I needed to do that day. But ever since I've started stacking the wins before my pre-workout meal, number one, I enjoy the work that much more, and number two, I actually savor every single bite of that pre-workout meal even further. And then I go to the gym, I'm already stacked to win, I've already built some momentum, I'm in a lot more of a flow state. I am able to have better energy, more presence, have better conversations with the people I speak to, and it's just a win-win-win for everyone, not just for myself, but for the world around me. So I urge you to have a real think, to assess your life, your daily routine, and structure it in a manner that allows you to stack the dopamine rewards after the hard shit. And then you'll get to a point where you realize that the hard shit is the reward, because it's not just what you're anticipating on the other side of it to treat yourself. No, the treat is the hard work, that feeling of fulfillment in your chest every single time you overcome something you didn't want to do. I hope that makes sense for you, bro. Have an amazing day.